Good morning, Jamaica. This is Mark Golding. Here's what's on my mind this morning. The fact that corruption is draining our future, and the truth is, most Jamaicans feel it, because nearly 66% of us believe it's worse now than it was 5 years ago. I believe trust must be earned, not demanded. And as Prime Minister, I will make integrity the standard, not the exception. That's why in April 2023, I tabled the impeachment bill in Parliament, because no elected official should be above accountability. Sadly, the current government has failed to look at that legislation, even though it was one of Andrew Holness's 100-day promises for the 2016 JLP election campaign. Anyway, don't worry. When the PNP forms the next government, that bill will become law. I will also look at introducing a recall system so that delinquent elected leaders who betray the people's trust can be removed by the people without having to wait years till the next election happens. Accountability is essential to building trust and confidence. But this isn't just about politics. The corruption at the top is part of a bigger problem, the moral decay in our society. It's reflected in how we treat each other, the callousness, the lack of respect, the everyday cruelty we see and hear about, the indifference to others that we've come to accept. That's why I plan to launch a national effort, not a political one, for Jamaica's spiritual and moral upliftment. It will be led by civic and spiritual leaders who have credibility and heart, not politicians. But the next PNP government will support it and protect it, because rebuilding our values must be a national mission. True leadership means being accountable to the people, not just when it's convenient, but all the time. And when we raise the bar together, we rebuild trust. And that trust is the foundation for real progress and real change. Trust must be earned. And under my leadership, that process will begin. Time come, Jamaica.
So Mark Golding are much serious about bringing back integrity to the House of Representatives. Mark Golding are serious about bringing back integrity to the House of Parliament. People, when you listen to Mark Golding and the things that Mark Golding wants to do, you tell yourself, say, yes, this is the leader that we really want to see. This is the leader that are about to come and stop all corruption. People, if you don't like and share this video yet, may I ask you to like and share this video, please and thanks. If you don't like and share the video yet, may I ask you to like and share the video, and also subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell. Now, for too long now, there is no integrity in the House of Parliament. These politicians, them not have no integrity, no dignity, nothing at all about them. Including the leader of this country, the man who lead the country, where shouldn't teach the others how to have little integrity. He is the one that don't have no integrity at all. And Joel's statutory declaration have not been certified by the Integrity Commission for the past 4 years. If it was Mark Golding or his statutory declaration did not be certified, then you would hear every media house jump down and tear down Mark Golding, just like they did when they matter about British citizenship and dual citizenship. Everything they always pay attention with when it comes on to Mark Golding. But when it comes on to the thieving Prime Minister that borrowed 30 million US dollar to come build STEM school, and him can't tell me where the 30 million US dollar gone. And it wasn't that him never come and say, yes, let me get the money approved and come and boast about the $30 million. But now, there is no chase after 30 million US dollar. Not just that, but the Chinese them give the government money to build 3 STEM school too. And the government took that money, shared up with his friends and families and foes, and leave the Jamaican people for a wonder. But the reason why him can do all of this is because we don't hear about sitting today and tomorrow no members don't hear about it. These things must not just blow away just like that. We're supposed to hold these politicians accountable for their wrongdoings and make them stop rob poor people purse. Far too long now, 9 years now, since this government a trick the people of Jamaica, a rob the people of Jamaica. I want to just sit down and allow them to do so. Time come for your change, people. Time come for your change. And let me tell you this. When Mark Golding win, you have to watch him head back good from both sides. Because nobody now can get rid of them corruption. So you have to watch Mark Golding and pray over him. Remember me telling you. Bless up to my viewers and my subscribers them. May hope everybody having a blessed and a wonderful morning. Now my viewers and my subscribers, remember, in everything you do, always put God first. In every any situation, just always remember to call upon God. Always remember to pray, because a prayer a day keep the devil away. Now my viewers and my subscribers, we have a lot coming up inside this update, so you definitely don't want to miss none. So remember, watch the video until the end. And remember, like up the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell. Alright? So far.
Reverse the curse, reverse the curse, reverse the order, reverse the curse, reverse the order. Somebody say, reverse the curse, yeah. Reverse the order. Somebody reverse the curse. Reverse the order over Jamaica. Reverse the curse, mighty God. Reverse the order. If a king's house, if a garden host, if a the prime minister, if a the opposition, if a politician, if a the lawyer, come from the doctor, come from Simon, anywhere he come from, reverse the order, reverse the order, break shores, we're coming through, we're coming through. Reverse the curse, send back the order. Reverse the curse, send back the order. Where he come from, anywhere he come from. If a Jamaica, if a Clarendon, if a St. Thomas he come from, St. Mary, send me back. Send it back. We don't want to hear ya. Come out of Jamaica. Leave the Highland. Leave Jamaica. Leave Jamaica. We say leave Jamaica. We are going to go Jamaica. We are going to take back 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 Jamaica. We say we want 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 back Mandeville. Say we want back Clarendon. We want back Manchester. Say we want back Kingston. We want back Spanish Town. Say we want back Canova.
The works of our former leaders inspire us to deliver a better life for all Jamaicans.
Welcome back to my viewers and my subscribers them. Big up to all of my viewers, big up to all of my subscribers them. We continually support the channel and help the channel to grow. Now, people, remember to like and share this video. like and share this video, and also subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell. So now, my viewers and my subscribers, we all heard about the case where this 9-year-old were abused and then she get unalive by a dirty crosses boy, Giovanni Ellis. Now, we heard family members come out and burn down the mother. Now the mother send out a message, and this is what she said.
The person of interest on the run, Giovanni Ellis. His mother, Lurleen Williams, spoke with Orobian Williams today.
If this are go out to the public, anyway, uno catch him, uno kill him. Anybody at all catch him, kill him.
The police advising against jungle justice.
Really? Me ask the police, say, really, uno that catch a man like that and carry me for damn taxpayers' money? Miss, when me see him, I couldn't recognize him, we and get fat. In a jail in there and get fat, but in there road, fat and look good, so. He might get 3 meals a day, sometimes he even have 1 for the day.
So you wouldn't want for them to bring him in?
Him no fi go in alive, miss. Miss, him no fi go in alive. And me give birth to him, and me a thought that him no fi go in alive. Me tell that to the police, them pan them face, and tell them, say, if me face him, me a kill him. Cause me not make him force me and kill me. Cause no him bring me come here, and me bring him come here. And before me make him kill me, me kill him.
On that note, are you fearful of him?
Yes, I am. Even my little son you see here, very fearful. Because we hear a lot of things. Say him have gun, him have all kinds of, we're fearful of that because we not have none, and we not have nobody for back with that way there. Yeah, we only have to depend on the police. Yeah, we're fearful because knife and machete, we can't face gun with knife and machete. Because we still...
Wow. A mother. And when you hear that from a mother, you know how bad it is.
Now, to me, I don't care what nobody wants to say. The mother did know how his son stay. What the mother did try to do is make it up to her son. But I try to do it the soft way, where she don't know when to tell her when he right from when he wrong. So the son become this monster because you prove your love to your son. Now, just as the mother did that interview and said that he want the power them to clap him with, knock him with, give him cup of can, a few hours later, people, just a few hours later, the power them, the police them, corner him, and according to what they said, all when I know so, me glad to see you go. They fix him business. Them plant one whole heap of corn in him and left him skin out in a so-so underpants. Just like how him take the life of that little 9-year-old people. Well, people, check it out.
But I stand before you today with a heavy heart, acknowledging the tragic loss of Elsie Berger, a student of this school. I went into the classroom earlier, and the truth is I was overcome with emotions. The Jamaica Constabulary Force is deeply saddened by this incident, and our thoughts and prayers are with the family, friends, and loved ones of Elsie. As an area commander, I did give the assurance and the commitment that the police will do everything in our power to bring the perpetrator to justice. I want to assure you that the investigation has been tense and continue to be tense, and we have been working tirelessly to bring the perpetrator to justice. Today I bring an update on the investigation. That investigation led a team from St. Catherine North into the Clarendon area, where Giovanni Ellis, the person of interest in Kelsey's murder, was fatally shot in the parliamentary district of Sandy Bay in Clarendon earlier today. Ellis reportedly pointed a pistol at the St. Catherine North team, and the weapon was subsequently seized after police took evasive action. We did make several calls and pleas for Ellis to turn himself in, but unfortunately he decided otherwise.
Well, me no care how them do it, as long as them do it. Me just glad say I saw it end. And him no go back to jail, but spend no more 3 years and name taxpayers' money. Sometime you have to dash it some dirty cloth. Dash it away. Get rid of it completely. They say if your right hand or your left hand offend you, chop you off and dash it away. So if you have somebody like that, that is a menace to society and a threat to our children, then surely people, you need to dash it away. You definitely, sometime it happen away there. Them say if your right hand or your left hand offend you, you have to cut it off, chop it off, and dash it away. Now, on all know say it gone viral. Now, Paula Llewellyn came under pressure because they want to know how comes something like this get bail, but they could not give Vybz Kartel bail at his time. Them hold him down for much years and couldn't give him bail. But I seen thing like a desire, we charged for such a offense. Seen thing like a desire where they plague our children them, they were quick to give him bail. Now, people, I want to hear what Paula Llewellyn had to say about this thing here, getting bail, people. So remember to like and share this video, and remember to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell.
Tell us what it is you know. Well, let me just leave it open like that. What can you tell us about Ellis or anything to do with him?
Well, we do have a file on Mr. Ellis. It was in the St. Catherine Circuit Court. He was indicted for 4 counts of causing grievous bodily harm with intent in terms of incidents that occurred between the 11th day of May and the 14th day of May. The complainant was or is a toddler, female toddler. She was born on November 3rd, 2019. So at the time of the incident, she was a toddler and the daughter of his girlfriend with whom he lived. Both of them, after the toddler had to be taken to the hospital with broken arm and seemed to have been left in the care of the hospital. Subsequent to that, both Mr. Ellis and his girlfriend were taken in by the police, and I believe the investigations commenced, and I see where the original charges against both were assault occasioning grievous bodily harm, which is an offense in the parish court, aiding and abetting child abuse, cruelty to child, and child abuse. The female accused, very early in the day, because the matter first came before the court on May 12, 2023, and very early in the day, later on in May, the female, through her attorney, had indicated that she wanted to plead guilty and assist the Crown by giving evidence against the male accused. Subsequently, a formal plea deal was inked, and the accused pleaded guilty to 2 counts, and she was given 2 years suspended for 2 years on both counts, 1 and 2. However, from what I've seen on our detailed endorsements on the file, while the male accused, Mr. Ellis, continued before the court, and we had indicted him for the 4 counts of causing grievous bodily harm with intent, it would appear that the female, his former co-accused, seemed to not be making herself available. So the matter last came before the court on the 17th of March 2025, and a trial date hearing was to be held on the 18th of September 2025, certainly because the investigating officer in court had indicated that he was making checks to find the female's whereabouts, and he was having some difficulty. Publications were to be done, and on that day also, it turns out that the accused attorney, who was Miss D. Hinson, had been making inquiries of the court if his bail that he had been recently granted could be reduced.
Hold that thought for me, DPP. One moment. I'm at the break. Let's take the break. Dwalil has been sharing with us the information she has on Mr. Ellis and what the charges against him had been and how the case had been proceeding before the court. And to summarize, she had been saying that he, along with a girlfriend, had been charged in relation to injuries to a child, that the girlfriend had entered into a plea deal, but that there had been difficulty in recent appearances before the court in trying to locate her, and that the police were making checks to try to find her. And you had just reached the point, DPP, where you had said the attorney for Mr. Ellis had been asking the court to see if...
On the 17th of March, 2025, if the sum of $300,000 with 1 to 3 sureties that he had been granted by the court, if that could be reduced, and the court had refused.
So he had not up to that point taken up the bail?
Well, it would appear not, because I see bail offer.
Okay.
B/O, meaning bail offer, still stands.
Yes.
So it seems that it's sometime between the 17th of March and certainly this week that he took up the bail.
Okay.
So it seems that up to that time he was still offered bail, but he had not yet taken it up. The matter was set for trial readiness hearing for the 18th of September.
Okay.
So it is after March that he must have been able to take up the bail offer of $300,000.
So the charges were from...
1 to 3 sureties.
The charges were from, you have 2019? Is that right?
In respect of 2022, what was at in 2019?
Oh, the child was born. The child was born 2019.
The complainant
correct. Okay.
was born November 3rd, 2019.
Okay.
So it would mean that at the
She would have
time
born 3.
of the incident in 2022, the child would have been perhaps
2 to 3,
plus?
maybe 2.5.
Yes, 2.5 years old, a female.
So he then would have been in custody for about 2 to 3 years?
Perhaps, because he was first before the court, May 12, 2023. That is the circuit court.
All right.
But it may have been that he might have been taken in a little bit before and been in the parish court, and then you may have had a committal. I'm not quite seeing that, but as well it could have been a vol bill. But certainly he was first before the circuit court, May 12, 2023.
All right. Now,
he got bail.
One of the questions members of the public have been asking, of course, just looking at what he's alleged and what he's alleged to have done, and asking how could he have been on bail. But bail would have referred to the matters for which he had then been before the court. And is there any thoughts you would share as to this whole situation, in which circumstances in which bail is offered or not? because I know it's a hot button issue, and I do think it's something that is always worth discussing against the background of the fact as well that somebody charged means that allegations are against them and the purpose of bail.
You know, Mrs. Jackson Miller, that is a ball that I'm going to leave alone.
What?
Yes. I'm going to leave that one alone.
Okay.
Because ultimately, even if the prosecutor strenuously indicates all the factors that we believe are present that the court should take into consideration why bail ought not to be granted, it's still a matter for the court.
Did the prosecution oppose bail in this case?
Well, I don't see that being said here,
Okay.
but from the fact that I see endorsements which would suggest that from pretty early in the day, the attorney had wanted to apply for bail. So it may be that they had discussions and she thought better of it until pretty late in the day, sometime this year. But you could speak to her.
Yes.
Is it Denise Hinson?
Yes.
From what I see on the file, and she would be able to properly advise you.
Yes, we certainly will do that. All right. So is there anything else? Again, there has been, and I know we asked you this off here, but I would like it for the record because people have been asking and reporting that he had a history, previous antecedents, other matters before the court. And is there anything you see there that suggests that, or that you could share?
This is the file so far in our system when we made checks that where we have Mr. Giovanni Ellis. What you would have to do is get from the police his antecedent report where they would use his fingerprints to check his records to see whether within the system he had fallen afoul of the law otherwise.
Okay.
But certainly in our records, we only have this matter, 4 counts of causing grievous bodily harm with intent. Because the female accused, although they both came in for the offenses of aiding and abetting child and child abuse, cruelty to child, and another count of child abuse and assault, occasioning grievous bodily harm. The DPP and her agents, or her agents on her behalf, can always look on the statement, and if we find that other charges are more appropriate, then we can go with those charges. So the female accused, after she went into this plea deal, she gave a statement or prior, because we have to look at the statement to see whether it's credible and whether it can be relied on. So she gave a statement. In fact, I had a quick look at the statement, and I can really, which would reveal the ingredients of the 4 counts of causing grievous bodily harm with intent on the particular days outlined.
Okay, and just to say, the reason I'd asked you is that I know sometimes if the various officers of the court are aware of previous situations or previous convictions at a time when bail is being applied for in a particular circumstance, that is something that is sometimes put before the court at that time.
Well, definitely, once we are aware, once we know, once it is a fact and it's part of our record that there are previous convictions, we are duty bound. And in fact, counsel for the defense too is duty bound to put it before the court. Because if it is, that while while being charged for offense A, he commits down the road offense B, that can be a ground for revocation of bail. It can also be a ground that we can urge on the court why he would not be a fit and proper person to get bail in these circumstances.
Okay. But in this particular case, you're saying there's nothing on the file?
There's nothing on the file to suggest that he had anything else, because sometimes if we find that he has if an accused in one set of circumstance, one file, has other charges, then what we will do, we will make a note of it on our endorsement sheet. So I see no such note. Okay. But perhaps you could speak to the police. Maybe they may be able to shed light, looking at his criminal records, to see whether there was anything else there.
Okay. And you mentioned that a trial readiness date had been
Hearing
set?
had been set for September.
All right. Was that in relation as well to the fact that there was difficulty finding the girlfriend?
There is difficulty, getting a handle on her, but the investigating officer, I think, was hopeful he was going to be doing a publication. I'm sure wherever she is aware now of what has occurred. But I will say that, prosecutorially speaking, once an accused person has died, then what we move on to as a matter of law is proof of death. So we will ask investigating officers to bring in the evidentiary material from which we can prove death. That will be done before the court, and then the file will be closed.
All right. Well, let me move on to a statement. Going back a couple of days, a statement out of your office on Friday in relation to
Friday night.
Indeed.
So people, as you can hear, that was Paul Llewellyn doing an interview with Diane Jackson Miller. But people, the mother of the child did an interview with Andre Stevens, people, and she's telling a total different story. And it leaves me for wonder if this girl was so captured, so into this man, where he was helping him to do his dirty deeds. I don't know, but I would have to play that interview for you people. I will play that interview in my next video, so you guys can stay tuned for that interview, and you can make assumption on your own and let me know if you think she is lying. Because to me, boy, I may tell you, say it's spooky, because she said some things, but I'm not going to say much now. I'm going to leave it until my other video, because this video is already over 30 minutes long. So I will leave it for my next upload. Remember, pray over your children, them. Watch over your children. Not trust your children around nobody, people. No make no cousin, no uncle, no. Pray over your pitney, them. And not allow them around a man company. Remember to like and share. Remember to subscribe. And remember, God is love.
Holy Ghost fire. Send it back, send it back. Send it back, send it back. Send it back. Send it. Come, sit down, sit down. And where he come from? If he come from China, if he come from India, if he come from Jamaica, if a Haiti he come from, if a politician come from, if a Cyrus he come from, send it back, 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 back, send it, send it, every evil arrow, send it back. If I obey,